Hey watch fans, Brad from Brent Miller Jewelers. And today I have two Omega Constellations in my hand. In my left is the 34 millimeter with the stainless steel bezel. On my right is the 41 millimeter ceramic bezel Constellation. And the reason I have these in my hand is I had someone reach out asking if I could compare the 36 millimeter to the 41. And unfortunately, I just have not had a 36 in stock. I will be honest with you, we don't have a lot of these. These are not big sellers, and frankly, they should be. I think they're fantastic watches. I can't wait to see the Meteorite dials in person. Still have yet to see any of those come through the store. But today, I just happened to notice I had this 34, and admittedly, I just assumed it was a quartz model and realized it's an automatic. So while I can't give you a 36 to 41, the next best thing I can do is a 34 to a 41. And so I thought I'd compare these, and if you could abstract or I guess kind of take the difference, maybe that's what the 36 would be. And again, if I get one, I will certainly review it. I am trying to get caught up on some reviews from requests, so bear with me. If you've reached out, I will get to you as soon as I can, as soon as inventory cooperates. So again, 34.1 millimeters diagonally across the case versus 41.3. 33.2 across the steel bezel versus 40.4. And then you have a 26.2 millimeter crystal on this model, 34 millimeter model. Again, 26.2 versus a 32.1 millimeter crystal. So again, if you take the differences of those two, hopefully that's roughly what the 36 may be. However, it's probably still gonna be a little bit closer to the 34 simply just by numbers, right? The 41's a bigger jump. So again, just trying to help out where I can here. 11.8 millimeters thick versus 13.5. And then 36.8 lug tip to lug tip here. That's really a case. There's no lugs here really with the integrated case and bracelet. So it's the case of 36.8 versus 43.7 on the 41. However, you do have, these do not drape straight down, so they don't articulate. So the actual, what I'll call kind of true size here, the on wrist, again, it's pretty far down, 43.5. compared to, on the, again, rubber strap here, but 51.2. So I will say, you know, I've had the 39 millimeter models on wrist, and for me, they are close to the 41. The 41 for me, just because of that, the way this case, the case shape and the integrated cases just doesn't wear well on my wrist. So the largest I'd go is 39, but admittedly, I would love to see the 36 myself. So I'm looking forward to hopefully eventually having one in stock. We have a 21 millimeter lug width, again, not really a lug width, just the width of that first link. And that tapers to 15 here on the butterfly style clasp. Exhibition case back on this model houses the 8802 movement, 55 hours of power reserve. You have a signed non-screw down crown. You get 50 meters of water resistance. And I weighed this one at 113 grams. Retail on this specific model, you got your diamond hour markers, really a nice sun kind of brushed dial there, is going to be $8,300 with the diamonds. And then looking at and comparing that to the 41 here, I measured just shy of 24 millimeters, so about 23 and a half, tapering down to 18 at the points clasp here, but 18 at the end of the strap before the tang buckle. Same exhibition case back. Again, this movement is the 8900, 60 hours of power reserve. You're going to have a signed non-screw down crown, the same 50 meters of water resistance on this hybrid leather rubber strap, 112.4 grams. And this one retails at 9,800. So again, this is the two-tone. You got your Omega claws there, Constellation claws, and you're setting of gold. So again, I know most people, I'm going to say nobody's cross-shopping these exact two models, but wanted to go over the specs, 34 versus a 41. Let me throw these on wrist. 34 admittedly is smaller than I would want to wear on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. Again, it wears a little bit larger than that just due to the case size, you know, the case thickness. And I don't think it looks terribly off or terribly small. Again, I think the 36 might be the sweet spot. Would love to do a 36 versus the 39 comparison if we ever have the inventory to cooperate. But I'm really hoping this helps the individual who reached out with that decision, whether or not the 36 would be the best option. If I remember correctly, I think he said he had a 6.5 inch wrist, or maybe even the exact same size as mine. Again, the 41, while I think they look fantastic, just the way the case and again, could I wear it? Sure. It's just a little bit more than I like personally. So to each their own. Admittedly, I will tell you, I almost pulled the all-white dial for this comparison, but I just thought it looked visually a lot larger than the 34. So I went with this blue dial. We have the white one in stock on the blue rubber strap. But wanted to mention this if you're still with me on the video here. I wanted to mention that I did see on Omega's website just now that the white dial with the blue ceramic can also now be purchased on a bracelet. I'm fairly certain I have not seen that previously, and I wanted to mention if you like that configuration but wanted it on a bracelet, I did just see it. I think an extra $200 over this on the bracelet. So take a look at that. As always, greatly appreciate you viewing. If there's anything we can do for you, contact information is found in the description. Hope you found this somewhat beneficial. 34 versus 41 Omega Constellations. We'll see you in the next video.